Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait, on second thought. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to On Second Thought, your favorite podcast ever. How's everyone doing? I hope you all are well. This week has been crazy. I've been back for 2 weeks, and I don't even know. I feel like I just need to fill you guys in with my life. I don't even have anything specific to talk about because, I've just been all over the place. I had to renew my passport, which was extremely stressful. Obviously, last week's episode was basically just me talking about the internship that I'm doing or was doing. I quit. Woohoo! So if you were excited about an update on that, that is the update. I basically found out that I couldn't get credit for it / I did withdraw my application to get credit for it because I found out that I have to pay my school more money to get credit. And I was like, that's a joke. So I quit and I was like, had to give 30-day notice, which I was like, that sucks so bad. And then my last day was last Friday, so a week ago, from when I'm recording, of course. And that day made me want to die. It was so terrible. The way that these people just don't treat you like human? Question mark? Yeah, but, worked 3 days total, was horrible the whole time. These people were so mean, and honestly, unless you're getting paid for an internships, not worth it. I don't know. I feel like I didn't learn much, and just the seeming, I know I worked 3 days, you guys, but the seeming trajectory that I was going in didn't seem like I was going to learn much. What the fuck am I supposed to learn? I don't want to go into celebrity styling. So it just didn't seem like the path for me. And yeah, I just the thing about me is I'm not super wrapped up in celebrity culture or anything, or like New York Fashion Week and that kind of stuff. I don't know, I'm just sure, it seems kind of interesting, whatever, but people I feel like they live by this stuff, and I don't. It's not my interest. Literally my interest are knitting. As you can see here, I'm knitting something and hanging out with my friends. I don't know. I literally just don't really care about these celebrity people. I feel like they can rule our world a little bit too much if we just are thinking about them all the time. So being wrapped up in this celebrity stylist culture where everything revolves around these super mega wealthy people who I just felt like I'm not gonna get anywhere with this experience because it's so wrapped up in oh my god, we have to work I'm trying to say it's just the way that these people worked for these super wealthy celebrity people, it just they're literally slaving away for these people, and they just didn't seem happy because of the way that they treated me and the other interns. It's I don't want to be in this toxic environment where we're just feel like we have to basically work ourselves to the bone for these people. I know you guys are getting paid for that shit, but I'm not getting paid, and I'm not gonna do that to myself. I'm not gonna drive myself insane to make these people's lives easier. They have a million assistants. I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous, and it was pretty shocking to see how they treated me and stuff, but then how they obviously highly respected their mutual the assistance of these celebrities and stuff like that. I don't know, just ridiculous to me. Literally I felt like a worthless bug to them that was just meant to run around and do shit for them so that they didn't have to. So honestly, yeah, just happy that I got out of that as quickly as I did, because just from the sounds of it, like the other interns, like they just also sounded like they hated it. And I'm happy. I'm doing good. Been knitting a lot. And like the main focus for me, obviously I'm in school, so it's just going to be school. Like I want to make sure that I'm really focusing my time on school and like getting good grades, having a good time with like friends and like making new friends and nurturing new relationships. It's just like I don't want to be depressed because I have no time for myself because I'm doing an internship that I don't even like, and I'm working like 3 days or 2 days a week, and it's just awful and it's just toxic, and that's just not what I want. So glad I got out of that ultimately. What else has even happened, you guys? Okay. So here's what happened. I had to get a new passport, and this is quite a story. Not really. For me, it felt like it was crazy, but I think I just stressed myself out a lot. So basically what happened was, I'm going to London this summer. Like I'm trying to go to London, and my passport expires this year in October. So I was like, okay, it's fine. I don't need a new passport. But I uploaded a picture of it onto the Study Abroad website, and they were like, ooh, it looks like your passport doesn't expire 180 days after the end date of the program. Like it expires late or earlier than that. And so I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like that's great, because the application deadline is February 22nd. So I needed to get a new passport before then. And I was really stressed out. So I immediately was like, okay, what's the fastest solution to this? Like, how do I get this quickly? Saw that FedEx does like rush my passport situation. I'm mad at the way that they structure that, because they're like, oh, okay, like here's how quickly you can get your passport in time. There's like 1 week, which is like $600. There's like 2 to 3 weeks or something like that, or 5 days, whatever. But it's like pretty pricey. Like it's a couple $100s. So I was like, oh, okay, there's an option to get it within 5 to 8 days, which was $400. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to do that. They don't tell you that you need to have an itinerary print, like ready to go, proving that you're traveling in the next 14 days. So I didn't know that. I filled out all this stuff. I went to FedEx to go get like all this stuff squared away. I took my picture, and my picture slayed. As much as a passport picture can slay, I looked so good, and I'm so happy about it, because I'm going to have this passport for like 10 years now. And I'm going to be like, look at how good I looked when I was 20, when I was traveling to London. Anyways, so I'm like trying to figure this stuff out. And then I realized like, I talked to this person on the phone, and she was like, okay, yeah, you can just get a letter from your school saying that you need your passport in this time frame and whatever, and then show it to the post office when you get it signed, because you have to go to the post office. And so like this happened all in about 3 to 4 days. And it felt like an eternity for me. I was so stressed out. So like I filled out all the stuff for FedEx with like the DS11 form, which is like the passport form that you have to take to the post office. It's like the basic form that you have to fill out. Like everyone does that when you get a passport. And so I did that. And then I was like, okay, a little bit concerned, because I was like, I paid $400 for this. I don't even know if this letter is going to work, because on the website it said like I need an itinerary. And like the lady said that like the post office needs an itinerary an itinerary or a letter, is what she said, in order to release the paperwork back to me so that I could ship it with FedEx. And I was like, okay, like it's fine. It'll be fine with this letter, like blah, 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 whatever. So I was emailing with my advisor trying to get this letter. She took forever. She didn't take that long. She took like a day, but that was just stressful for me. And then I was like, okay, I don't know if I should even use FedEx. I don't know if I should use this rush my passport thing. Like, I think I'm going to get a refund for it and fill it out, the paperwork online with the post office, like with the government. And it's the same form. So I am so proud of myself for doing that, because I filled it out, and I went to the post office. Like I went to my appointment with the post office to like sign all the forms and stuff. And I showed her the letter and she's like, no, I'm sorry. Like, this is not good enough. I can't give it back to you. And I was so stressed out. I was like literally gonna start crying because of this whole process. Like, just beyond stressful. So I was like, oh shoot, like, okay, like, I understand. But she said she could expedite it. So like I expedited it with USPS and hopefully I get it in time. Don't know about that yet. But so then I called FedEx, like the Rush My Passport thing, and I was like, you guys, I need a refund on this because I didn't even use your system because like whatever. So he was like, okay, like I just need to make sure that you didn't use any of our paperwork. Like if you used any of our paperwork when like going to the post office, like we cannot give you a refund because it has a special like code on it that like is supposed to make it a rushed passport, this and that. And I was like, no, I actually didn't. Like I didn't use your guys' stuff. Like I printed out my own. And I was like, in my mind, I just felt so proud of myself knowing that I didn't use their paperwork. And I didn't even like know that that was the case, but like luckily, like thank God I did that, like, because I got the $400 back, you guys, and I'm so happy about that because that would have been ass. That would have been so bad. But yeah, like there's more. Like the other thing, okay, so then I had to get like a money order to like pay for the passport. I went to the post office near my apartment and they were just so rude. You know what? And at the end of the day, it's fine. I sent it all in. Hopefully I get it in time. But yeah, overall, just like extremely stressful process. I think I probably took years off of my life because of how stressed out I get. It was just frustrating because like the advisor lady wasn't responding to me in time. And then like explaining this to like my mom was really stressful. Like, cause I knew everything, but obviously like she didn't know everything cause like she's not in my shoes. She's not looking at the emails. So like to try and explain it all, I was just getting really frustrated with that. And it's all fine now and I can breathe. But yeah, that almost made me throw up a couple times. And I'm like not the type to like throw up from stress, but like it was mainly just because I was like, fuck, I'm not going to be able to get my passport in time to apply to this program. And this program's like really important for me to like graduate on time because I need to get these credits out of the way so that I'm on track to like graduate in my normal time frame, like in 2026. So that was frustrating. Anyways, glad I got that taken care of. But yeah, what else is even happening? Like, I guess classes have been crazy. Like, I like my classes for the most part. The only class that I don't really like is it's a Thursday class and it's from 7 p.m. to 9:40, which is just so late. And before that, I have 2 other classes. So it's kind of like a clump of classes back to back and it's just exhausting. But yeah, the class is just not organized. The structure is just all over the place. And so that's not really that fun. But yeah, for the most part, it's fine. I feel like I've met some like pretty nice people. I've met a lot of people from Hawaii, which is just really nice. Like immediately I feel like we click. And like one thing that I learned from my first year of college was like, I didn't like continue speaking with these people in my classes because I was like, oh, we're friends already. Because I had this mindset like, oh, that's how that works. Like once you like are introduced to someone, you're friends. Like I just had this mindset of like high school and how we all knew each other and how we kind of all were just friends even if we didn't hang out all the time. But I was wrong. So now like learning from that, I'm really just trying to make sure that I talk to these people, have like casual conversations, walk with them outside of class, you know, follow them on Instagram, ask them if they want to get coffee or something after class, just because like it just makes the class more, like the environment more enjoyable because I will feel more comfortable because I have friends in those classes. So yeah, overall pretty good. I'm also exciting news. I'm sure you guys saw my Instagram because I have 3 people that listen to this. But I'm like selling my sweaters. Woohoo! So I'm so happy about that. That siren is so loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Hopefully not. But yeah, I'm selling my sweaters. I'm selling 6 to Bloom, the store I work at. And I made a website and I'm going to like do collection drops for that. So once I finish the sweaters for Bloom, I'm going to work on like ordering the yarn wholesale from the place I like to get my yarn from and then start knitting away at that. I'm nervous. I hope people buy my stuff. And you know what? Maybe I'll start with a smaller collection this time and then we'll see how that does and I'll see if people like respond really well to it. And then the second collection can be like a little bit bigger because like I don't want to be putting all like so much money into this because I don't want to like I want to get my money back, you know? Like I'm trying to be like a good business owner. Cuz like I need to pay for my website, like I need to like there's things I got to pay for in this, and this is all coming out of like my savings and stuff, so it's like this is important that I make money back from this. But yeah, anyways, I don't know, it's I'm just kind of having like a good time right now since I quit my internship. Yeah, that was hell. I don't even want to think about it anymore because it's over. But yeah, quite literally worst experience I've ever had. I've never dealt with people that were that awful. And I hope that you guys don't have to do an internship that is that awful. Anyways, I'm gonna go knit some more and go eat some food, like some cheese maybe. Yeah, anyways, okay. Love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of me catching you all up on my life. Yeah, bye.
Yeah. Oh wait, on second thought,